Balayage is everywhere, but what exactly does it mean? Let me explain it all. Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. Yes, that's me, I'm Craig, and this is my channel where we get into all things hair and sometimes a little bit of beauty. Balayage. Oh, very briefly, elephant in the room. Yes, I'm brunette again. A bit of a shady Q gloss tint back. There is a long form video on all of the principles of that, and I'm sure there's some short form video floating around here already that has my formula in it. Yes, it was time. I've also got a shirt on. We're getting serious. Balayage. So I hear a lot of people use the term, I had a balayage, or I'd like to get a balayage. Well, balayage is the word balayage, how many times I'm going to say balayage, is a technique, okay? This is balayage. This is foil highlights. They look very similar, don't they? And over the period of the last, I've been doing balayage for about 15 years, but over the period of the last 10 years maybe, it's become a bit confusing for a lot of people, both hair professionals and clients. So let's get into exactly what balayage is, what it means, how you do it, when I would use it, etc, etc. First of all, if you find this or anything else here on my channel entertaining or helpful, then you know exactly what to do. This is an education first channel, and you liking it or sharing it with a friend means it will get pushed out to more people. And that's what I'm all about. You can also hype it now. You need to do your own Google search on that. But when you like it, you might get a little box that pops up. And if you click on the box, then it means that YouTube will push it out to more people. And that would be wonderful, because that's exactly what I'm here for. And then I need to say that I am not throwing shade at anybody, okay? I just want to make that very clear, because this video is about debunking the sort of mystification of what balayage is. Balayage is a French word, and it comes from the word balayer, which means to sweep. Definition on screen now. Means to sweep. Balayage, when it comes to hairdressing or hair colour, does not go in a foil, okay? I know there'll be people that will be shaking their fists at the screens as they're watching this, or there might be consumers, potential clients who might be scratching their heads. Just as, just as balayage is not called French balayage, just like a bob is not a French bob. Blimey, that one really winds me up. They are just terms that people have given to this technique. Balayage means to sweep, and it's about using lightener to lift the hair by painting, sweeping on the surface of the hair. Inserts pictures or videos somewhere on screen. It's a technique that's been around for a long time. It obviously originated. The origins of it were in France. I worked with the most talented, incredibly talented French hairdresser about 15, 16 years ago, and he taught me how to do it. It's a brilliant technique, and you can get really beautiful blended results. So I just wanted to make a video to explain it, because I hear the term used so much. And if you're a hair professional, you probably remember the ombre balayage situation where people got so confused. Clients kept coming in saying, I want an ombre, I want an ombre. And that's not what they wanted. They wanted balayage. So if you are a hair pro and you're doing balayage, but you're putting it in a foil, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying make sure that your client is very clear. And if you're a client, understand what it is that you are asking for, because that way there'll be less confusion and you'll get the result that you want. Lots of information to impart, and I completely forgot until I looked at my notes. I write notes for my videos, like brain dumps. Yes, I have a brain. I don't script my videos. A lot of people ask me that when they meet me. They say, "Oh, do you spend lots of time?" No, I can't. I couldn't. Where would I read a script, and how would I remember? This all comes from here and here. So balayage is open air. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you paint the lightener on the surface of the hair, and then it is left open to the air. So that means that you're not going to get quite as much lift. A lot of hairdressers will advocate using a higher volume of peroxide, but if you've been on my channel for any length of time or have a look around, you will realise I don't like to use higher volumes of peroxide, which is why I don't do a lot of balayage. I'll tell you why when I do use the technique in a second. Also, if you have a scroll back on my channel, and I don't do that very often, but if you scroll right back to the beginning, you will see a couple of balayage tutorials. My hilarious presenting skills when I was still quite uncomfortable in front of the camera, that soon went away. But there are a couple of tutorials on here. One of them's had thousands and thousands of views, and there's a lot of information in those videos if you're a hair pro and you want to see what I think is very pure, you know, like pure traditional balayage, not French balayage, balayage. So that's the definition, the terminology, and perhaps a bit of myth busting. Just to reiterate, I'm not coming for anybody. You can call anything what you want to call it as long as people are clear about what it is. But when would I use balayage? So on lighter levels, if somebody is like a level 7 and above and they want a sun-kissed result, and then maybe they've got longer hair, you know, hair that's got a bit of movement to it, then I would use balayage. I love the technique. It's so much fun to do. It's very creative. You can make it very individual. I also love it on lighter levels, hair that is textured, naturally wavy or curly, to add chunky dimension. Think about like Carrie in Sex and the City back in the, you know, in the 90s or the 2000s, I think it was. That kind of PC effect. I just love it for dimension. I also use it a lot because you can be quite bold with balayage too if you're on a lighter base. I also love it on hair that's already tinted. I do a lot of grey coverage or grey blending, and those clients might, maybe in the late spring, might have a bit of face framing using some balayage, and then once that's processed, I would take that off and then I would gloss over the top. When would I not use balayage? I'd never use it if I wanted maximum lift, because I don't use any lightener that's over 20 volume myself personally. So I would always use a foil to get maximum lift, because foil is aluminium, it conducts body heat, and you know the highlight is incubated, so therefore you're going to get the maximum lift at a lower volume of peroxide. Simple. So hopefully this video had the information that you needed in order to dispel any myths or confusion about what balayage really is. And maybe if you're a hair professional, you could check out, and you did want to know what kind of traditional balayage is, you could scroll back and watch and cringe as you watch me in videos like my Bonjour Beige Balayage, the alliteration. Have a look at that tutorial. It is right back there. There's about 3 or 4 different balayage tutorials. It is a fantastic technique. And if you're a consumer at home and you've always wondered what it was, then hopefully this video has helped you out. Just a quick mention that you know exactly what to do. If you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, do you have a question about balayage? Are you a client that has it and absolutely loves it? Or are you a hair professional that's always really wondered what the term meant? Please let me know in the comments. It's always wonderful to hear from you. My community over here are just so mega. If you've got to the end of the video, a huge thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.